Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight I am going to recap the astrology for the week of April 14th through April 20th. Guys, I do want to talk about the solar eclipse. It is here. It's going to be here tomorrow. I want to talk about it a little bit before we recap the astrology for the week that we're in. Please remember, we're always a week ahead, guys. So if you're looking for what's happening this week, or you just want to check my accuracy, you can go over to my YouTube channel and you can click that live tab and scroll right down through there. So the week ahead is what we're going to look at tonight. That is what I'm going to read for the collective. And of course, that is going to be the readings that we're offering tonight. Should be there on your screen. I see everybody coming in. Diana, Pooja, hello, ladies. All right, so we made it. I can't believe it, guys. I missed you guys these last few days. Don't forget, guys, we're streaming on 3 different platforms, so YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time. There's Michelle over on Facebook. This Aries energy, let's talk about it before we recap the week we're going to read for, right? The eclipse is here. One thing I've noticed is it's very powerful. It's Aries energy. It's fly by the seat of your pants energy. Don't think, just move energy. It's definitely could be feeling tested at this time. Like you could be feeling like, oh my gosh, I really got to do this thing, right? And you do. You really do have to do this thing. So that's the Aries energy. Eclipses are, you could take a change direction in life right now. Things could be shown to you in ways that you never saw them before. Sherry on YouTube, hello. So a lot of exciting energy, and I just really want us to stay excited as this energy peaks tomorrow. I've noticed, because you guys, I took the summer job on the lake, right? And I've noticed that there's so many people with this very sadly, with this very low vibrational type of energy. Hi, Vanessa. That's more like doomsday. Oh my gosh, the apocalypse is happening. It's the rapture. I've heard it all, right? Here's what I'm going to say, guys. Eclipses are rare, yes, okay, but they do happen. They've happened before. Total eclipses like we're having tomorrow, April 8th, yes, very, very rare, much more rare than, the partial eclipses that we normally experience, right? But guys, they happen all the time. Remember 2017? We had one. Did we die? No, we didn't. We're all still here talking to each other right now, right? Did the rapture happen? No, it didn't. Right? So I want us to stay positive, because I feel like, what's going to happen tomorrow? Here, I'm going to tell you guys. Are you ready? This is what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, the whole world gets to look at God's creation. The whole world gets proof, visible proof in your face. You can't run from it anymore, that astrology is real. That's what's happening tomorrow. And that's it. That's all that's happening. So try to stay positive. It's such a good time. This Aries energy is so powerful. It's life-changing, right? It's making each one of you, ready? I'm going to tell you something, right? I'm psychic, ready? It's each one of you are doing something so drastic in your life right now that you thought you would never do, but you're so relieved to finally be doing it. And you know that it's going to bring nothing but good energy towards you, right? So just think about it that way. Jen Thomas on Facebook, hello. Stay positive. It's exciting. Miss Tina asked me, what time is it going to happen? So the eclipse energy where we are in Western Kentucky is going to start around noon. What did we see, Miss Tina? Was it 2 p.m.? It was going to be totality. And she was like, is it that long? Yes, it is that long, but it's not the darkness that is that long. You will just start to see the moon come in between there and make that shadow, and it will just progressively get more and more and more until we reach totality. And that is only going to be 4 minutes and something seconds, which I will say is twice as long as the one that we experienced in 2017. So what you're going to experience tomorrow is, does it get dark in the middle of the day? Yes, absolutely. Um, Will the birds stop chirping? Yes, they will. Where you start hearing, like, remember Miss Tina last year? I mean, not last year. In 2017, we heard the grasshoppers and all that kind of stuff, the crickets and all that stuff going off. So you're gonna hear that, right? Somebody told me to pay attention to the dogs or animals, like outside dogs is what they said, not indoor dogs, outdoor dogs. It's very important. But pay attention because they're going to lay down and try to go to sleep. They're going to be confused as to what time it is and try to go to sleep. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting experience. But again, this is just God showing us, showing us, you know, how I almost want to say like how tiny we are in this vast universe, but also how powerful we are in this vast universe, right? All right, guys. So, excuse me. We're gonna do collective first, and then we'll make a list and we'll look at those free readings. I'm gonna make it short and sweet tonight, guys. I have worked. I couldn't tell you how many days straight, but I know that this is it. This is the weekend that will be the toughest. And if we can make it through this weekend where I'm at, which I feel like we all did, then you know, 4th of July is normally like the butt kicker in this type of work, right? No, I feel like we're going to skate right through any holiday this year if we can make it through this eclipse. Aries energy, it's like everyone decided to book at the last minute, right? It's like that's Aries. Oh, let's go now. Think about it later. All right. So collective reading first, short and sweet. We're going to do mini twin flame readings, general guidance, talking to heaven. Paid readings are on the right. If anyone does scan the little box and do a paid reading, please let us know in the comments. Of course, you do get to jump the line. All of our lives are set for this week. Again, if I can make it through this week, I feel like I can make it through anything. So yeah, we've already scheduled next week's lives out. Of course, guys, everything stays the same. So if something happens, I have to work late, I'm super tired, I don't know, anything. It's very possible I may have to cancel one, I may have to reschedule, something like that. And let's talk about rescheduling just really quickly. One-on-ones, guys. I love you guys so much. I had two of you. So I'm not picking on anybody. There was two of you that missed live one-on-ones this weekend. Here's what I'm going to say. I know before it was super easy and we could just reschedule the next morning or the next day. That is no longer the case. I'm working 5 days a week. So it's just no longer the case. So if you miss your live one-on-one with me, if you have to reschedule, it could be days. It could be days before I can make that next live. So I just want to throw that out there. I had somebody, I mean, I love you guys again, where I rescheduled and then I got called in and asked to work extra. So it was like, you know, I had to do it. It's eclipse weekend. I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean? It is one weekend. Again, if we can make it through this weekend, we can make it through anything. But if you book a one-on-one with me, please try to respect my time. Please try to be there. I love you guys so much. I'm not trying to make anyone upset, but it was two of you. And actually, I know it sounds funny, but it actually made my day a little easier, right? Because I had a little extra time to catch up on some other things that I was behind on when you guys missed. So it totally worked out and it was okay. But I just want you guys to know, please don't be upset with me when I say we have to reschedule and it's going to be, you know, several days out. All right, let's stop jibber jabbering and get to it. You guys are already making a list. I see you, ladies. All right, I'm gonna start collective reading first. I know I pulled out the Magical Spirit Oracle, but that's just because they're my new favorite. The astrology is massive right now. So, oh, you know what? I was trying to start collective and we didn't recap the astrology. It's okay. There's not a lot. Ready? When it's my birthday weekend, guys, birthday weekend, I'm going to be 44 on the 17th birthday weekend. Listen to me, birthday week. On the 17th, so that's what's happening. On the 19th, we do have Mercury in Aries that is going to be conjunct Venus in Aries. Remember, I told you guys that's about love confessions. Love confessions. Circle those hot dates on your calendar. All right, on the 19th, here's the best thing. The sun is going to move into Taurus energy. This is definitely going to give us some grounded energy after all this fiery, feisty, fly by the seat of your pants type of Aries energy, right? So I'm kind of really looking forward to Taurus season this time around. But also on the 19th, you have Mars in Pisces, sextile Uranus in Taurus. Remember, guys, this is a day where if you do take a risk, it could definitely pan out. And then ready, here's the big one, and you're going to hear lots of people talk about this one only, really. It's going to be on the 20th. You have Jupiter in Taurus conjunct Uranus in Taurus. This is actually a really rare conjunction happening. It only happens once every 12 years. So you're going to feel a burst of excitement with this energy. It's very adventurous energy. It's bold changes, new opportunities, and lots of magic. All right, 20th. Circle those, the 20th on your calendar too. All right. Where Rosa is, it's 8 p.m. Where I'm at, it's 6 p.m. Yes, it is 8 here. 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. All right. So I pulled out the Black Moon astrology cards. I'm going to start there with the collective first. I haven't read, I almost said I haven't read any cards for me in a couple of days, but that's not true. I did last night. But I haven't really tapped into collective energies. So I'm kind of excited to do that. Sorry, I just noticed something. All right, I'm going to start masculine energy first. So guys, please remember, everyone has masculine and feminine energies. Oh, the camera looks funky. Okay. So masculine energy, I always say, is like your energy that makes you lock your doors at night, right? That's masculine energy. It's aggressive type of energy. Feminine energy is more nurturing energy. I say that it's what makes you wash your hair, right? So everyone has both of these energies. And really, if you're having a spiritual awakening, which practically the whole world is, right? Okay, I have to say something. Not the whole world is having a spiritual awakening. I've seen several people that are not awakening. You can see them like stuck to their beliefs and their truths, and they're going with it. Okay, so not the whole world is awakening, but it does seem like the majority of people are starting to realize that there's more to life than what they originally thought or was originally told, right? So if you're having a spiritual awakening, your goal right now is to balance that masculine and feminine energy. That's what we're doing, okay? Now, these readings are going to resonate for people in different ways. So it depends on what type of spiritual awakening you're having, because remember, I say all the time, like there's different kinds. Not everyone is having a twin flame spiritual awakening. Not everyone, there's all kinds. We've discussed different ways, right? So I've always said, like, there's the guy that takes his shoes off and he walks to Tibet, right? He's starving himself and he's just depriving himself of everything until he's completely depleted so he can find God. There's the guy that does all the drugs, right? And he just like ODs until he has his awakening. Well, he doesn't OD, of course, because then he wouldn't be here. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like he just does so much drugs that he meets God, right? And that's spiritual awakening. Trauma, car accidents can cause people to have a spiritual awakening, right? All kinds of different ways can cause you to have an awakening. So we're just here at PLR because we've all experienced a specific type of spiritual awakening that deals with these masculine and feminine energies, right? So the readings could resonate for you definitely in a different way. All right, so I don't know if we have like some new energy or someone new watching, but it's like I had to explain that for some reason. All right. I feel like for the most of us, though, we've been here for a minute, right? I don't see any new energies in. Could be one of those the quiet watchers, right? We get a lot of those. All right, let's look at masculine energy first. All right, we have 10th house, the world. It's number 34. Ooh, interesting. The faith card also flies out, number 33, which is my favorite. But what are the odds? Like we've used these cards. They're not in order. I shuffle. They come out 33 and 34. The faith card for masculine is definitely like, you know, have faith, right? Grow faith. It's definitely let your faith be bigger than your fear, right? And 10th house tells me this has to do with finances, money, career, job, that type of situation. My Aries is 10th house. And the crazy, this eclipse energy, all this Aries energy that's happening right now is 10th house, which is interesting because I recently went back to work. It was supposed to be part-time, guys. Like when I originally went, it was supposed to be like this part-time thing. But I just love this place so much. Like it wasn't hard to be like, okay, I'm going, right? It's just for the summer. I'll live. It's going to be fine. All right, let's see. Feminine energy. All right, so we have Grand Trine Blessings. It's number 46. And we have water element sensing. It's almost like you know that something big is coming, something good is coming. Grand Trine. So a lot of times when like, it's giving me like yod energy. You know how they say like, it's not divine timing, but it's like the hand of God type of energy, right? It's like where they say God touches your life and something powerful, something big, miraculous happens, right? It's giving me that energy. And the sensing card is just telling me that you understand, you see it, you know. It's almost like you see that this opportunity is here. Whatever the blessing is, it's an opportunity to bring something bigger, better. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. All right, so bridging energy is going to be what your masculine energy and feminine energy is currently learning, spiritual lesson, right? So again, that's going to go differently for depending on what your, how the reading relates to you, right? So let's say you're on the twin journey and you have a counterpart, which means someone awakened you, right? This is the current spiritual lesson that you're both learning at the same time. And again, doesn't matter if you're together, not together, because remember, it's not about the person, it's about the purpose, right? But it's the lesson that you're learning at the same time. All right, so we have 12th house escape, number 36. I'm in trouble, just so you guys know. And we have Uranus, the genius card coming out. Uranus is the card that's like a big shock, or like there's a big surprise, or like there's something you didn't see coming, right? Which is interesting because of divine feminine, I feel like you sense it. You may not know exactly what it is. I didn't. When I turned the masculine energy over, it was super easy to read the cards and see like, oh, this is about their faith and their career and their money and whether God's going to support them through their awakening. That's what's happening for the masculine, right? When I turned it over for the feminine, I could tell there's like a lot of emotion. You're sensing something coming in, but I don't think you actually could tell like what it is that's coming in. I wasn't able to tell by the Grand Trine blessing. I just know that it's God touching your life in some way, right? All right, so 12th house, Uranus, genius. 12th house escape. Let's talk about that for a second because I did that today. Okay, so when we're having these awakenings, practice our spiritual practices are really important, right? And what does that mean, spiritual practices? Our meditation, our prayer, self-care, self-healing, all the things that we do to heal ourselves and make ourselves better, right? The practice, the discipline, the self-discipline is very important, especially at this time. I'm not saying like, no, I don't believe the rapture is happening tomorrow, okay? But is it possible that like the universe, God, source is showing us that, the Almighty, that there is power out there with this eclipse? Yes, absolutely. Is it I feel like it's giving me confirmation of the awakening that I'm having. You see what I mean? And I feel like it's giving me confirmation of the work that I'm doing in my awakening. When you awaken, you're going to awaken to service. You're going to realize that God wants you to do something. There's something you have to go out here and do. People think that I wanted to start this YouTube channel. Like people think that I wanted to tell people about this whole experience that happened to me and what I learned from it and what was happening to me now. Like, no, absolutely not. Who would want to do something like that, right? I mean, come on. It's kind of personal. It's kind of private, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like when you finally realize that, like, God created us, put us here, and there's something for us to do. It's service. It's something that we're supposed to do for God. That's another thing. Like, we think that we're down here and this is like our will or this is our purpose. Like, oh, I'm Rosa and I want to go down to the world and teach people unconditional love. Like, no, that was Spirit's will. Like, that's God. That's what his plan was. And that's what we're down here doing, right? I feel like we're going to get some sort of surprise or some sort of maybe could even be a little bit of a spanking on why we can't be escaping, right? Like, why the discipline, self-discipline is important. I could have came home today and done my meditations. I could have journaled. I could have really done a lot more things than I actually did do. But I will say, I did have a good time and I did enjoy myself. I rested. I was around good people. So I feel like, you know, balance. Balance is definitely going to be key right now. But Uranus genius energy is definitely giving me like something big, something surprise. And again, not too shocking because we have this solar eclipse tomorrow. And this is the energy following the solar eclipse, right? All right, on the bottom, we have second house owning, and we also have Pluto transformation, number 11. So that Pluto energy has been super powerful ever since the move into Aquarius. So I know we don't talk about it too much, guys, but that planet is actually going to move back retrograde and move back into Capricorn. I didn't talk about it because I don't like it, but it will, and it will for a few months before it moves back into Aquarius permanently in November of 2024. So we are going to experience some energies in the next couple of months when this Pluto goes back into Capricorn and we go back into kind of like the old way. I feel like it's going to be this time. It's interesting too because we're having like election here in the US, but it's going to be this time where it's like we get to go back to the way something was, and we're going to be tested or asked, like, do you really want it to be this way, right? And when we realize like we're past that and we really don't want that old thing, whatever it is, back, we'll be ready to move on without like resentment or without wanting to go back to whatever that is for you, right? All right, so Light Seers Tarot. Let's look at that masculine energy. So worried about finances because the Faith card and the World card come out. 10th house is your finances. Guys, if you don't have your birth chart, you're missing out. Your birth chart is like a screenshot of the universe when you were born. It's like a map of your life, what you're supposed to be doing. You know, you could tell I'm learning to tell some really weird things in your charts. Like, you could tell like different types of relationships you may get into in your lifetime. You could tell like why you may get into those types of relationships, different kinds of jobs, careers, things you may experience. I'm just saying, birth charts are key. Okay. Links for birth charts, always Etsy shop or my website, are going to be in the description box. All right, so Three of Pentacles comes out, so big confirmation for divine masculine. Three of Pentacles is work, right? Teamwork, projects, working together. So there's definitely something in masculine's headspace, stressing. I feel like, I mean, I want to say, yes, you have so much faith in your career. I feel like that's not really the case. So Spirit's asking you to have faith in this situation, whatever is happening. But I feel like you may not understand why it's happening or what you're supposed to do about it, something like that. So Three of Pentacles does talk about like everyone playing their part, like having a role. We have Three of Cups coming out, and then King of Swords. Three of Cups could say that there's too many people involved, and I will say this for masculine energy. Are you ready? Three of Cups is commonly known as third party. So third party means that there's one too many. That's what it means. So it could be someone's telling you what to do, especially with King of Swords here. You know, like kings are I mean, they're kings, they take action. And then swords are communication, words. So it could be like someone is telling you what to do in a work situation. You're struggling with your faith in that career choice, something like that. But King of Swords could also be saying that you need to say something. You need to not have fear. You need to speak up about something that has to do with teamwork or one too many people. All right, let's look at the feminine energy, grand trine, water element, sensing. So I do feel like you sense that something's coming. I don't think that divine feminine is like, did that card just fly over there? Wow. But I don't think that divine feminine is like, oh, something bad, because grand trine blessings is actually something good. Like my card literally flew across the room. It's crazy. I know you want to know which one it was. I don't know. I didn't look. All right, divine feminine, 9 of pentacles. So you could know that it has something to do with your finances as well. You could also know it has something to do with you becoming more independent. And I think that's what it is, right? Divine feminine. Because here's what I feel like collectively we've been doing here at PLR, divine feminine energy. Definitely learning how to stand on our own 2 feet, right? Definitely learning how to become financially independent. We're not relying on anyone, anything, anymore. It's like we know that it's just us and source, us and God. I don't know what label you like. I like God. Sometimes I say spirit. I know that's an easy one, but source, universe, we have so many different labels. They're just labels, guys. But anyway, I feel like you're learning who you are, how powerful you are. 9 of Pentacles is a very powerful card. 9 of Swords is processing trauma. The Hermit is your spiritual awakening. And then 6 of Swords is coming out. I'm going to put that over here with the Escape card, because 6 of Swords is about being guided. So we always get 3 and 3. I feel like divine feminine, you're learning how to stand on your own 2 feet after going through this spiritual awakening, after going through, it could be dark night of the soul. For some of you, it could be Kundalini activation. Remember last June when Venus was retrograde? There are so many of us in here right now, even just in the chat, that experienced Kundalini. Right about the same time I did, right? Which would have been June of 2023, which would have been about the time that Venus was retrograde. So not a coincidence, right? And I feel like we are definitely like stepping into our own now. It's like that June started the process, and we've been working into this independence this entire time. And it's like now we're actually stepping into it, right? All right, so being guided comes out, 6 of Swords. It is about being guided to calmer waters. You always see the boat in the choppy waters, and like where the boat is headed is always much calmer. You have King of Wands coming out, but I feel like it was coming out in reverse. And we also have 9 of Wands coming out. I'm hearing to have confidence in what you're being guided to do. The 9 of Wands is going to be that discipline, that where I was talking about like our spiritual practices, like the self-care, the self-healing, the things we do to heal emotionally, mentally, physically, right? All the things. I'm definitely getting like there's something about having confidence in what we've been guided to do as this energy comes in. On the bottom, we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords says someone's watching. That could be spirit just telling me. All right, let's do head, heart, higher self. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, right? One, the Hermit is going to be the only major arcana that came out for the current energy, so that's interesting. The Hermit is going to be Virgo energy. All right, head, heart, higher self. This is where we look at the masculine energies, thoughts, feelings, and higher self lesson. So kind of like our spiritual lesson, but higher self lesson for divine masculine. All right, so 2 cards come out. We have relaxation and focus coming out in the headspace. I feel like this is what they want to do, but this is what they have to do. The focus card shows the winner. It's almost like there's something about lack energy, not having enough of something. Could be not having enough relaxation for some masculines, definitely. But I got this, it's a split. Like I want to do this, but this is what I'm being told to do. All right, so in the heart space, we have the patience card. It's giving me that swan, so I feel like a delivery, like you're waiting for something. It's definitely, I mean, for some masculines, this could have something to do with children. It's in the heart space. It could be a message from divine feminine. Remember the telepathy through the heart space. All right, so higher self We have the happiness card. So interesting. So, I mean, it's very possible higher self is teaching this divine masculine calm, peace, like to be calmer. I got this feeling that like divine masculine is tired, wants to rest after all of this financial situation, but it's like, no, you need to focus at this time. Maybe that's why you need to focus, because you need to, like, something about attaining your happiness, going after what it is that you want. But patience definitely in the heart space. All right, we have purification in the head space for divine feminine. So it's about cleansing everything out. The sunflower is definitely sticking out to me. So I do feel like we're being asked to be kinder at this time, which is super interesting because we're in this Aries energy, right? Oh my gosh, guys, the Aries energy is, I want to say we're kind people. I'm the Aries, right? I have all the Aries, the sun, Mars, Mercury, all the Aries, right? So I do feel like I talk to people a certain type of way. That's going to be my Mercury and Aries. I think about it like after I say it and go, oh man, maybe I should have said that kinder or nicer or whatever. But you know what I'm starting to figure out too, guys? I feel like sometimes the thing that we think is like really bad is actually some type of superpower, right? Like maybe people just need to hear something a certain way. You know what I mean? Like maybe instead of like sugarcoating things and being like, oh, it's okay, there needs to be someone that goes, no, no, it's not okay, right? Like I think that's really it. But definitely need to be kind. The sunflower represents kindness. All right, let's look at the heart space for divine feminine. We have success. I love that. Healing chaos comes out for higher self lesson. Community is going to be on the bottom. Divine feminine, I do feel like you are either joining a new community. I feel like I'm meeting so many new people right now. Again, especially that Aries eclipse energy, right? That's Aries, very social. I know everybody thinks it's Gemini because they're the social butterfly, right? I get that. But so is Aries. We are definitely people. All right, let's do some guidance. No messages today. Let's just stick to power of love to close it out. I feel like there's definitely a message in the heart space though, with the patience and success. The goal for divine feminine could be patience. The goal for divine masculine right now could be success. How's that list? We're not getting too long, are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does that say 11? Let's close it. Close that list. All right, everybody. Let's close. Let's close. Thank you, ladies. All right, here we go. Guidance, masculine, feminine, creativity comes out. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. Definitely. Self-love, big confirmation, right? You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. I'm learning that. We're all learning that. I know we don't like it. Nobody likes it when I tell them you have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. People look at me like I'm crazy, but it's true. It doesn't matter whether we like it or not. And it's like I'm actually really learning what that means. And at this point, it's like I don't even really want to attach myself to anybody. I just want to go heal and be a better me, right? And I think that's going to draw like whoever's supposed to be there. I think that's really what the plan's supposed to be. Satisfaction is going to be next. It says you let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Another favorite. On the bottom, we have integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. All right, guys, that's going to be your collective reading. I'm going to clean up really quickly. I'm going to show you guys what we're doing tonight. List is closed for free readings. If you do a paid reading, please let us know in the comments. I'm not going to do too many of those if that does happen, just because, guys, tired. Hey, TC on Twitch. I love it. Look at the purple hearts. Guys, don't forget Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. All right, let me get all the things picked up. I love seeing the Black Moon Oracle. We haven't used those cards in a while. I got to where the astrology, as it was peaking to this eclipse, was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It just got to be too much. I felt like I had to take a little break from the astrology. No, Pooja. Pooja says, was I called? Not yet, Pooja. I'm just now starting. Just starting. You haven't missed it. Just the collective. I love it, Twitch. Thank you. Super sweet. All right. Let's get this off there. I haven't even made the list yet, Peter. I'm going for it right now. I am going to try to make them short and sweet. If Spirit lets me, of course. Jane Rose. Hi, Jane Rose. About meeting my what happened and where will we live? Of course, you can be added. Well, I think how do we do, is it ask a question free tonight, or is it, nope, $10. $10 for ask a question. So you see those readings over there? See that one that says general guidance? So I'm going to pull some general guidance for you when we get to yours. And you just think of your question. Spirit already knows what you're going to ask or what you want to know before you ask. Okay, so Pooja, thank you, Diana. Vanessa on Facebook, guidance. Jen on Facebook, Sherry on YouTube, guidance. See, I love that you guys are all picking general guidance. That's pretty amazing. Sandra, YouTube, guidance. Michelle, Facebook, Twin Flame. Does that say? I see it more. I feel like you've been here before. That name looks familiar. YouTube. Hey, TC on Twitch. Jane, that list got long fast, didn't it? Rose on YouTube, guidance. All right. You got it. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much, Diana. All right, guys, if you get a mini twin flame, I'll pull a magical spirit oracle for you at the end after your 3-card mini current energy. Sorry, I had a cough. Yes, we did. We did add Jane Rose. And then that's it. We're closing it out after that, and I'm gonna go get a solid 8 hours sleep. Maybe. All right, list is closed. Thank you, Michelle. All right, Pooja, you're first. Pooja wants mini current twin flame. Pooja, I'm going to use Sacred Traveler. Pooja, say hi to me in the comments real quick. Oh, never mind. You don't have to. I got it. There. I mean, you can still say hi to me if you want to, though. All right, Pooja, here we go. So we're looking at your masculine, feminine, and bridging energy. How's the eclipse? How's this eclipse energy for everyone? Tell me. Yes, I know, Pooja. Spirit told me when I went to go pick which cards. Tell me how everybody's eclipse energy is. Does it feel like it's building up for you guys? Is it intense? Do you feel more passionate than ever? All right, Pooja, here we go. All right, so their energy is first, reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. I feel like they have some goals, somewhere they want to go. It could have something to do, again, with like, remember we seen in that collective energy for the masculine that it was 10th house careers, money. It's kind of giving me that type of vibe. It's like they want something high up on the mountain type of energy. Your light is shining brightly, so definitely going through awakening, but it's also giving me that stay in the light type of vibe. So I feel like it's very possible too that they're being tested. They're definitely could be feeling tested by more darker, like heavier energies, right? I feel like I've told everyone since I started. It's one of the things that was really important. The light. The light is important, guys. There's light and there's dark, right? That's how this works. And it's like you want to stay more in the light energy. And everybody's like, what does that mean, Rosa? Okay, it means that you pray a lot. It means that you don't watch things like, I don't know, scary movies. We're not watching. Remember me? I used to be like the crime mystery buff person of the ID channel. Like I could have lived off the ID channel alone. I didn't need the other 500 channels that came with people. I just watched the one channel. Like I'm not allowed to do that anymore, right? What we put into our bodies is important, and that includes the music we listen to, the words we hear, the things we see. You know what I'm saying? All of that, and I feel like that could be happening for masculine. I guess when you go through Dark Night of the Soul, you get to this part, like this part where you experience when you're in Dark Night of the Soul, it's like the breakdown of your ego, right? So it's like you experience such darkness that you really don't want to watch that stuff anymore, or you really don't want to like see it or hear. And I'm not saying like I ignore it or pretend it doesn't exist. I know it's out there more so than most people that are watching TV. You know what I'm trying to say? But I also know that like God's in charge, right? So I feel like there definitely could be some struggle with masculine energy, with more heavier. I mean, I don't want to say sadder, but it is. It's more of a struggling energy. What they want seems like it's so far away or it's like too high to attain. That's not true, of course, but that's what I'm feeling. All right, so let's look at your energy. I love it. You got answering the call, and you know, Pooja, every time I get this card, I hear ring, 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 ring. Okay, so I'm old, guys, and we didn't always have cell phones that had songs that you could, you know, make your ringtone. We had like old phones on the wall with cords that you had to stretch out to get to wherever you was going to go sit and talk, and they had a ring, like a certain ring type of, you know, I can't do it, but I don't know. So like whenever I turn that answering the call card over, sometimes I get this energy like there's an actual call, like your phone's ringing, you need to pick it up type of thing. It says the time is now. I have been noticing that deer outside her door. I don't know if you can see it in the picture there, but it kind of gives me, the deers are always about trust, faith, It's like a divine trust type of energy with the deer. So I do feel that like spirit's asking you to go do something. It could be answering a, like an actual call, maybe something that you haven't wanted to do. You've been procrastinating or like delaying it, pushing it off. This is that Aries eclipse energy. It's like, no, we have to do it now. And I just want to say for you, Pooja, there could be something about like not running from something and doing something that maybe you've been like out of your comfort zone type of thing between that Aries eclipse, which actually is going to happen tomorrow, and that the conjunction. Give me just a moment. The conjunction with Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus, the one that's every 12 years, that one. So there is this energy like don't miss out on something in between that time. Like you could see an opportunity to do something. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. Remember, guys, again, it's just going to be just like the eclipse. Remember when Pluto happened and they were like, oh no, Pluto's moving to Aquarius. Oh no. And nothing bad happened, right? Good things. I mean, some challenging things happened, but they needed to happen, right? That's Pluto. This conjunction with Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus, same thing. You're going to hear people go, oh, this is about your money. This is about your finances. Everything's going to hell in a handbasket. Like, don't believe that nonsense. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Jupiter is actually a really good luck, good fortune planet. Like it's, you know, it doesn't have to be this doomsday scary nonsense, right? All right, let's look at your bridging energy. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. I love that. Affirmations. I'm hearing affirmations. Do you do affirmations, Pooja? So I've been doing a new one where I say something like I am supported or I'm encouraged or I am, you know, all these types of things as I'm headed on my way to go start my day wherever it is I'm going, whether I'm going to work or I'm going somewhere else. It's definitely affirmations that I'm hearing. Support is all around you. I do see the masculine, so it's very possible this masculine is a lot closer to you than you maybe you know or maybe you thought. On the bottom, we have watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. But the word watching is what's sticking out to me, Pooja. So again, it's like it's very possible someone could be a lot closer than you believe. All right, let's do Magical Spirit Oracle to close it out for Pooja. I'm going to try to go through them as quickly as possible, guys. All right, so Pooja, you got number 20. You don't need it all figured out. The gifted guide, stars, chaos, and opportunity. That's going to be this one. Watching the clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. Like you don't have to panic. You don't have to know all the details. It's definitely go with the flow type of energy. All right, Pooja, I hope that was helpful. All right, Vanessa on Facebook wants general guidance. Let's do Black Moon Astrology Oracle. Thank you, Pooja. Part of fortune increase comes out, Vanessa. It's definitely giving me like surprise money, surprise abundance. Maybe something you thought was lost cause, not coming, too late for something, too late for something you thought. Number 45. That could have something to do with a number, an age, something. A number, I said. A significant number for you, Vanessa, in something. It could be an age of someone, something like that. I'm not sure. 39, air element, communicating. So communication is here. It's definitely giving me air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this could be a person, or it could have to do with a person. And Venus love. I feel like I don't have to say any more, right? Ninth house, have faith is on the bottom. Vanessa, beautiful energy. Something good, clearly, in a love situation coming in quickly with that air energy that, again, didn't see coming. Again, guys, it's going to be the eclipse tomorrow. We're not going to be able to get away from it. I feel like anything we read tonight is going to be here. This is what's here now. All right, where are we at? Let me look really quickly. Vanessa, I hope that was helpful. Is it Jen on Facebook? Guys, I can't read my own handwriting sometimes. I know, right? Yes, thank you, Diana. Jen on Facebook. Jen, say hi to me in the comments. And then let me know, are we doing many? Okay, sweet. Okay. Hold on just one moment. I think I'm actually going to do energy oracle. Hold on just a second. Jen, do you and your person live in like is he, are you, I know there's a lot of twins that are like in different countries. They're of like different cultures, different, you know, everything. All right, so we have the strategy card coming out, but we also have the temple path. I feel like he's concerned that there's been a mistake or he's done something wrong. The temple path card comes out when we think we're on the wrong path. And the card actually just means that you can't be on the wrong path. Like your soul chose this path and this is the path you're on. There's a beginning. I want to say there's an end, but I don't really know if that's true or not. But like this is the path that you're on. You can't really be on the wrong path. You can cause delays, definitely. I feel like this person had a plan and maybe they took a different plan, took a different direction, and it's like it caused some sort of big delay. And they question now, like, am I even on the right path? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? So here's the thing. I don't believe in like mistakes. You can't really make a mistake, okay? You can cause a delay, right? Because you had to learn something. But when you cause that delay, it's like not only do you learn something, but now you're stronger, wiser, smarter, all the things, right? So it's like you had to do that to become the person that you are. So again, no such thing as a mistake. You've just caused a delay. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Number 21 and 12. So look at the number synchronicities, the 2, 1, 1, 2. All right, let's do your energy. Appreciation, I seen it earlier in yin yang. Like you're really grateful for the journey that you're on. That's really good because really I feel like with this Aries energy, we can be really hot-headed, right? That's Aries energy. We are fiery, feisty, mouthy people, okay? So it's good that you're in this energy where you are appreciating yin yang is the twin energy, the masculine, feminine, balancing of those masculine, feminine. So it's like you either really appreciate that this thing happened to you and you've become this person that you are today, right? And you know like what you're going to do with all that energy and all the things you've learned and how you're going to implement them and go on into your abundant future, right? That could definitely be the case. Or it could be saying that you need to have appreciation for this journey so that you can move on to that abundant future, right? 1522 over here. All right, let's look at bridging energy. So this is going to be what you're both currently learning at the same time. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's just going to keep going. All right, so Angel of Love comes out, Rest and Rejuvenate comes out, and Magician in the Mirror comes out. I feel like this energy, like you're not together, but you are together. Like you communicate I feel like you purposely could like meditate to communicate with one another. Definitely could be some telepathy here. Angel of love, rest and rejuvenation. And remember, the magician in the mirror talks about being able to use the elements, being able to work with energy, having abilities, spiritual abilities, and using them and not being fearful of what other people think, right? So super interesting. I definitely feel like there's communication. That could be the lesson that you're learning right now. And of course could be some 5D communication, but it's about I feel like something about understanding one another soulfully, right? All right, I hope that was helpful. All right, we have Sherry on YouTube guidance. General guidance. Beautiful, beautiful. Hi, thank you, Jen. Thank you. Sherry knows. She's like, hi. All right, so Sherry wants general guidance. I'm going to stick with the Black Moon astrology cards. Ooh, we have the Leo energy, number 17. It's the I Will card. Leo is giving me very fiery, passionate energy. I'm saying like Leo and Aries are pretty similar in their fire. I mean, it's Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, right? Is their fire energies, fire signs, but I'm definitely getting like Leo and Aries are a lot more similar than, let's say, Leo and Sagittarius or Aries and Sagittarius. So that's sticking out to me significantly. There's something very feisty, fiery, passionate that has like started or built up. The I Will card is about your willpower, like want to do something, your drive to do something. The Leo energy could also be like your courage to do something, right? We have solar eclipse. That's what's happening. Look at that. Sherry gets the card. And it's number 44, guys. This is my birthday week. I'm going to be 44 years old. Is that not crazy? All right. Solar eclipse, Gemini. I think it's definitely going to be the twins. I see fire element. I desire. So I feel like Spirit's just giving me confirmation there. Sherry, I just want you to know your willpower at this time during this solar eclipse. You know how I always say, like, guys, don't go buying like spells and stuff like that from people. Just speak what you want into existence at this time. Like, it's that easy, right? It's Gemini, it's communication. I know it says I think, but speak it, like say it out loud, right? Your willpower is stronger than any spell, Sherry. All right. Hope that was helpful. She's like, oh my gosh. I love it when they go, OMG. All right. Sandra on YouTube, general guidance. Love it. Thank you, Sherry. All right, so we have Sandra on YouTube, general guidance. Michelle on Facebook, Twin Flames. Manure on YouTube. Hey, TC on Twitch. Jane Rose Raw 22 on YouTube. Yes, guys, don't forget tomorrow night, fire signs. We're going to do Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Hey, what do you guys think is a coincidence, or what are the odds, do you think? I don't know how many videos, how many lives do we do, that we're doing the fire signs on Monday, the solar eclipse in Aries day. Like, you know, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Now, guys, remember, I do work tomorrow, and I did tell them that I would stay and help. So it is possible. Tomorrow may be that day where it's super late. But either way, we're going to read for the fire signs tomorrow night. I did already schedule it and post it. Chiron healing is coming out, Sandra. I did already schedule it and post it, guys, so you can go over my YouTube channel and hit that notify me button. All right, so Sandra, yours came out. I know I didn't have it on the camera because I was over here jibber jabbering. So Chiron healing is, guys, that's another thing that's happening in Aries, and I know I don't talk about it a lot because we're empaths. We feel energy, right? Chiron is a painful energy sometimes, right? In your heart, in your soul type of, it's like that 5 of Cups energy, right? Remember the 5 of Cups, the loss, despair, that energy. Chiron is right now conjunct, is it North Node? North Node is in Aries, the solar eclipse, the sun is in Aries. All of this is happening in Aries. Chiron in Aries is where you've had Sandra. She's like, my Chiron is in Aries. Oh, girl. All right. So you've had something happen to you that broke you in a way that, are you ready? And I'm just explaining this because it's the Aries energy. It's not because I know you or like nothing like that. So Aries is your identity. It's the self. It's who you are. So it's like you've had this wound happen that broke down your identity, broke down who you thought you were, right? So, and then you've had this time to heal this energy. And what happens is if you decide to sweep it under the rug like we do, right? Which you didn't, but let's say you did. If you had swept it under the rug, then this Aries energy that's happening right now would be ripping that rug out for everyone and everything to see. And you would be having to face that all at one time. I think because we have the Mercury retrograde card, which Mercury is retrograde right now, guys. And all this Aries fire energy here is just confirmation that you have been working on this healing period. Remember when we had that Mercury retrograde at the end of 2023? This is actually the first one of 2024 in Aries that we're in right now. It is going to be about speaking the things that you want into existence, because remember, that's what we worked on in that last Mercury retrograde. This Mercury retrograde, that Aries fire passion energy is forcing us to do it. So no more talking about the things that you don't want. Now we only speak the things that we desire, speak the things that we want. Like, this is what's happening to you right now. That's the energy that I'm getting. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. But do you feel like you've been working on that and now you stand up for yourself? That's what I was going to say. That Aries energy is now you're going to stand up for yourself. Now, now you know who you are and no one can take that from you again. You see what I'm saying? All right. I hope that was helpful, Sandra. Michelle on Facebook, Twin Flame Mini. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hey, TC on Twitch. I'm a Sag, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Uranus, Saturn, Sag, Aries, Jupiter, Leo, Rising, Brand, Fire, Trine. All fire and water. That is amazing. I want to see that chart. Thank you, Sandra. All right, Michelle. Let's do Sacred Traveler. We'll do Sacred Traveler, and then we will pull a Magical Spirit Oracle for guidance. All right, we have ascending the mountain, keep going forward. Again, more masculine push. This Aries energy is no joke when it comes to the masculine. Like they've been running for something for so long or wearing this mask of this fakery of who they wanted people to think that they were. And what's happening now is that they're in this, and this is collective, not just Michelle's person here, but it's like what's happening is the mask, it's like the rug, it's like the mask has been ripped off and they're being forced to face like, you know, inner demons. They're being forced to heal the things that they've been hiding from everyone, including themselves, for however long. And it's definitely this like push, like get to work, do the things, right? And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting for your person. And I know it's going to sound a certain type of way, and I don't mean it to, and it could be collective too, but I feel like your person could have a little, I mean, it's like a little bit of like victim consciousness type of energy, you know what I mean? I was going to use a different word, but Spirit said be kind. Victim consciousness is the kind word. It's like a little bit of like, you know, crying over spilt milk type of energy. It's too hard. There's too much to do. You mean there's more? I thought I did it all already. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. All right, release control coming out for your energy, surrendering to the journey. I feel like that you are doing that. So you're noticing that Spirit's guiding you in a much quicker and smoother manner to the things that you're supposed to be doing. So in other words, like you procrastinated surrendering to the journey for a moment and you hit all those speed bumps and things looked really sketchy there for a minute, right? And then it's like finally you go, oh, forget it, Spirit, just take me where I'm supposed to go. And now everything gets smooth and the path gets easier. That's kind of what all right, let's do the bridging energy. This is going to be your current spiritual lesson. What you're learning at the same time. All right, we have wandering path, enjoy the journey. It's going to be that card again where it's like you don't have to know all the details. Spirit doesn't, we don't come down here. There's no directions. There's no map that tells us step one, go here, step two, 2 miles down the road, make a left. Like, no, we have to have faith at this time. And that could be what you're both learning. Enjoy the journey, though. I feel like you are starting to enjoy the journey. I don't know so much about this person, but I feel like the fact that you realize that this is much bigger and grander than whatever makes you kind of like not feel like you have to have all this minute directional type of thing. But this person struggling with that energy. This could be helpful for them too. Traveling lightly, simplify your life is on the bottom. All right, let's pull a magical spirit oracle. All right, we have emotions, alchemy, processing, and sensitivity. I get that sensitivity from that person over there. 43, just let me be, liberation, free spirit, wild and authentic. That's going to be you. On the bottom, what if your strangeness is actually your brilliance, the moon, duality, hidden gems, and secret power. We talked about that at the beginning, remember? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right. Anor on YouTube. What is that other one saying? Oh, it's the Hey TC on Twitch. And was it Jane Rose? I see Hey TC on Twitch. All right, guys, give me just a moment. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Diana, is that one long name? Riaz Gadar? Who's that? Is that a different person? Yes, guys, make sure to come back tomorrow night. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do have it scheduled for 8 p.m. Please remember, it is a solar eclipse. Something could definitely happen. We may be late. More on YouTube. Is Riaz somebody else? Or is that all one long name? Jenna. Alright, I do see the Hey TC. I don't see the Rose person either. I know, it's hard to wait. I get it. I'm tired too. Oh, I see. I don't see him at all. So I can't tell. All right, let's do Hey TC. It's probably gonna be the last one. Aw, we had a Maddie. Was the list closed? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I had to eat a cracker. I know, right? She's like, I'm ready. Let's go. All right. Let me know. Are we doing general guidance? Are you the one that had the question? So you want general guidance so you can think of your question, right? I seen it. I know, Diana. It's sad. Definitely have to stick to it now, though, because, you know. Sandra, I love all your. Hey, I gotta go over there and hit the buttons just so I can see. All right. So, are you the one that had the question earlier? I can't remember what the question was. I'm sure I will in a minute, but just think of that question. Think of that question for just a few minutes. House spirit, that's what you want to know. Now, mind you, spirit's gonna tell us what he thinks you should know. I heard this joke the other day. I've been telling everybody. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. I know, right? All right, you got it? You thought of your questions? I'm actually going to do power of love. You don't know your question. I swear I thought you had a question. If you don't have a question, then just shh, see what comes out. Let's see. Nice. Okay, let's. All right, so we have freedom and priorities. Ooh. It's interesting because I get this really carefree type of energy from you, but the cards are like, no, there's something important we're supposed to be doing. All right, so the freedom card says you're releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. So that's telling me opposite. So it's like you're not releasing something. It could be restricting you or limiting you to being able to receive something. Spirit's asking you kind of like check your priorities. What's important to you at this time. It says you understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So it's like you're trying to manifest love maybe in one situation, and it's like you need to see the broader plan or like the bigger picture, something like that. All right, so 3 is my favorite number. So let's get you one more. All right, last one. Patience, responsibilities on the bottom. It says you're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Yeah, it's like you want something a certain way, and it's actually restricting you from being able to receive something. You need to open up and let spirit kind of allow it to come in the way spirit thinks it's supposed to come in. So you need to be patient, wait on that, and you need to align your priorities with what it is that you're supposed to be doing at this time. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Said I'm All right, guys, that's it, right? Is that last one? We didn't see anyone else come back. Jenna, Mercury is retrograde. Yes, yes, Jenna, Mercury is definitely. Jenna, did you want a heart card pull before I wrap it up? Guys, fire signs, yes, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Please remember, it is the Aries eclipse. It's all about surprises. Very possible something will happen. I may be late. Be patient with me. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in here, hanging out. My moderators, Sandra, Michelle, Diana, I love you ladies so much. Thank you for always helping me with the list. We would definitely be chaos over here without the list, right? All right, guys, I'll see everyone tomorrow night. I hope everyone has a wonderful eclipse. Watch it, don't watch it. Do what makes your heart happy. Don't let anyone else scare you or tell you what to do. It's just spirit showing us how powerful he is. And astrology is real, y'all. Pay more attention. Pay more attention. All right, guys. I love you guys. And I'm always, always, always sending everyone abundant love and light on their journey. Have a good night, everyone.